Hi everyone, this is Elena of the Witch's Box, and I'm here with another book giveaway. So, we've been doing this for a few years now, which I can't even believe that we've been doing this for a few years, but we have. And as you know, every Sabbath we do a book giveaway because we're all about the books, we're all about learning, and we're all about being witches who know their stuff and read a lot of books. So, I gather books that I've been reading, or I gather books that are sent to me and pass them on to you. And in this particular pile is a deck of oracle cards, because you know that we've been talking about all the oracle cards that I've had forever and ever, and I have had a couple to give away, and this is going to be one of those months where I'm going to give another one away. Before I show you what the books are, this Sabbath we're going to have one winner, 4 books, and 1 deck. We will announce the winner next Monday on September 27th. Okay, so it's going to be a whole week after Sabbath, only because, as you know, I'm a little delayed in the video making because I had to take a week off, but I'm back. So this is what needs to happen. You want to win because you want books and I want to send them to you. You have to do 3 things. All right. You need to subscribe to this channel. You need to give this video a thumbs up. And then in the comment section below, I need you to leave a comment with your IG handle, so that we can reach out to you and get your shipping address. Okay, so what did I say? Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and then in the comment section below, please leave your IG handle so that we can go ahead and reach out to you in order to send these books to you. So let me start with the fun thing. They're all fun, but this is a gorgeous oracle deck. It's called the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle Deck and Inner Guidebook. There's 64 cards. Look at this. The artwork, can you see it, is exquisite. Not only is the artwork exquisite, if I'm not mistaken, I showed this deck when I did that 3-hour YouTube live where I went through all of the decks that I had, only I never really got through all of the decks that I own because literally 3 hours in, it was like it was time. I know I showed this to you, so just know this. This deck has been opened. I've shuffled and looked through them a couple of times. I will have this like cleansed of me before I send it to you, and then I recommend that you cleanse it yourself so that you can make it your own. However, if this isn't your thing, if you feel like, oh god, a used deck is not what I want, don't, you know what I mean? But used is probably too strong of a word, because I got them and then I looked through them, I shuffled them, and then I just fawned over the artwork, and I have so many other decks. I want to share them with you. So let me show you some of the artwork. This deck is gorgeous. This is Preservation. This is called Inquiry. This is Acceptance. I'm not going to go through all of them, don't worry, but I do want to show you some of them because they're really quite gorgeous. And there's also something in this deck that I love. This is called Transmutation. And this is called Diplomacy. Beautiful. One of the things that I loved about this deck when I opened it, it was one of those things that surprised you. I'm sure that you've seen decks that come with like a blank card so that you can either use that as a representation of the void or use that to kind of color in your own oracle or sigil or whatever. This one comes with a mirror. There's like a little sticker here that says you can peel off. There's like a little protective film that you can peel off so that you can use it on your own. Anyway, that's the deck. It's gorgeous. It's wanting a beautiful home that's going to love it and use it and go on a journey with you. So there's the deck. This next book was sent to me by the publisher, Harper. It has a little bit of a, right here, it came this way. You probably can't see it. It's a little torn. It just came this way, unfortunately, but I've read this book. I own this book. I did a review on this book, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago. I loved this book. Harper One sent it to us. Thank you so much, Harper. It's gorgeous, along with a couple of other exciting books that we'll talk about in the future. But it's a book about creating sacred space as a witch, and I just loved it. It was a very cozy but well-designed, fashionable book. Oftentimes it's kind of hard to find both of those things together, and this book really did it for me. So I thought this needs a home because I enjoyed the book. I'm keeping my version of the book because I love that book and I wrote notes all over it, but now I get to send it out to you. It's got design ideas, it's got recipes. Beautiful book. So this is another book that you get. So this book, I actually got 2 copies of this book sent to me. It is by our beloved Laura Tempest Zakroft. It's Anatomy of a Witch, a map to the magical body. I have my copy that I'm keeping. I'm giving this away today. And if you're a book nerd, you're going to notice something very particular on the cover. This turns me on in such a major way, and mine is the same. So I got an uncorrected proof for limited distribution. I mean, you might find typos in here. I didn't really find any. There are a couple of things that are a little bit different about this book, but not the contents. You're also going to find that it's kind of a fun ride. I'm not going to lie. Having a book like this to me is it's exciting because it just lets you in on the back end of book life and book production. Yeah, it's an uncorrected proof. This is the back. It's a little different, but if you haven't seen one of these, I mean, there is a world in which it's like, not a big deal. It's kind of a big deal to me. So anyway, you get this, and it's so special, and it's Anatomy of a Witch by Laura Tempest Zakroft. So that's the book. This book we talked about. I read this book. I reviewed this book. I loved this book. This book made the rounds out in social media. People were like all into this book. It was good. American Brujeria, Modern Mexican American Folk Magic by J. Allen Cross. I mean, the cover alone is like out of control. It's an amazing, amazing read, amazing book. Our last book giveaway was for Llamas in the Northern Hemisphere, Bridget in the Southern Hemisphere. We did a whole bundle of books on Hecate. This is another one of those books. It's Circle for Hecate by Sarita Deste. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. It's Volume 1, History and Mythology. This is kind of one of those things that you should all have in your library if you are a devotee or even just wanting to learn all you can about Hecate. There's a lot of historical information here that just gives you historical context, which I keep saying is so important. We need to really not only root ourselves in modern thinking around witchcraft and deity work, but also in the history, especially when it's a deity that has so much history and so much lore and so much going on in the world for so many years. It's important to know where you're coming from. So there's this book. So those are the books, 4 books in 1 deck. You know what you need to do. This is international, so it doesn't matter where you are on the planet. We will send these books out to you. So subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and down below in the comment section, give me your IG handle so that when we pick you, we can reach out to you through DMs on Instagram and let you know so that you can give us a shipping address and we can send them to you. The winner will be announced on Monday, September 27th. So good luck, and I will see you in a week. Mwah. Take care.